going on, y'all? This is Jay Green. We got my man Barry right here. We are Mission Movie Reviews.
What's
and
up?
right now, we're about to give y'all our top three, or at least the top three we can think of right now, hidden
Right.
gem or gems in regards to action movies. What are the dopest action movies? These are our top three. Now, Barry, you want to kick it off? You want me to go first?
I kick it off. I'll go ahead. I'm so excited, man, because these are gems. These things I wish that people watch more, and when I bring it up, they know that what I'm talking about, but I think these are just incredible. So for me, the first one's going to be Brightburn, directed by David Aronofsky. And people really did not know about this movie. When it came out, it was on the low. You know what I mean? So if anyone doesn't know what Brightburn's about, it's about it's like an alternative universe. What happens if Superman went bad? So this movie starts with Superman when just like the story does, he crashes down. They start raising him and he started getting bullied because everyone knows the story with Superman. When he was young, this power started to grow, but he didn't know how to deal with it. And of course, kids are kids, so they used to make fun of him in school. His parents had to come and comfort him at times. But what happens if he didn't really take to that too well? And that's what Brightburn's about. And it was actually produced by James Gunn. You know what I mean? If you saw the new Superman, I'm not going to spoil the new Superman, but there's something in there that kind of leans on this story as well. So I'm thinking that after he made this, he's like, you know what? Let me pull a little bit of this into the new Superman. So, but anyway, Brightburn, check it out. Effects are great. Story is great. Really cool movie. I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, Brightburn was dope. That was dope. I like that one for sure. My first one on the list is going to be 1993 classic Cliffhanger. This movie,
Cliffhanger.
I don't remember how this movie did back in the day, but we're so far removed from when this movie came out. Still to date, if I'm not mistaken, it has the most expensive stunt scene ever filmed, this aerial scene. If you've seen The Dark Knight Rises, and I'm certain that you have because it made like $1 billion. But if you've seen The Dark Knight Rises, that aerial scene at the beginning when they're doing the little airplane heist, very reminiscent of Cliffhanger, right? That movie stars Sylvester Stallone, John Lithgow, Michael Rooker, James Gunn's homie, right? He's in like everything. And the basic premise is that Sylvester Stallone is like a mountain rescue guy, and these goons hijack this Federal Reserve airplane. They lose their packages somewhere in like the Andes or the Alps or something like that. I'm pretty sure my geography is like way off, but whatever. Anyway, so they end up calling Mountain Rescue saying they got someone they need help with, but they hijack them and say, look, you're going to help us find these packages or else we're going to murk y'all. Right? And then now we're off to the races. They in the snow. Sylvester Stallone is in a tank top climbing up a hill. It's crazy, but the action is dope. It's crazy bloody. It's a beautiful film. The way it's shot, I love it. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I agree, man. That's a damn good movie because everything you see in there was done. No CGI because CGI wasn't around really then. So that was all Stallone hanging off the cliff and everything, like you said. Crashes were real. They were in real cold. No studio. They were in the Alps, man. So yeah, good one, bro. Yeah, I agree. All right, so number two for me is going to be Late Night with the Devil.
Oh,
that was a sleeper.
That's a good one, boy.
Man, and that one was directed by these two directors I never heard of, and writer and editor. Their name is Cameron and Colin Carnes. They're the one's an editor and one's more of a director, but they both got directing credits on this one. But yeah, it was starring David Dastmalchian. Sorry, man, if I messed up your name.
Dastmalchian, I think. Dastmalchian?
Is this Dastmalchian? Yeah, David Dastmalchian. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, he's the little psycho that's in Dark Knight. He's in there. You'll see his face in there. I'm not going to say exactly where he is, but he's in there. So that's where everyone knows his face from. But this was a really, really good movie. So this movie is about a television program from the 60s, like a fictional one. And it's about him being the host, and he interviews a young girl who supposedly is possessed by the devil. And they want to do a seance, I guess you can say, live on TV, and everything goes wrong. Pretty much. So, but this was a really, really good movie, man. It wasn't really talked about much at all. I just happened to see it. I think I was just, that's in the theater, and I just saw one trailer. And I go to the movies quite often. I saw one trailer, and I was like, what is this? And so when it came on streaming, I went to see it, and I was like, wow, I was blown away. I actually watched it twice. So yeah, that's definitely a gem. So if you want to watch something that's good, enticing, fun, and just different, yeah, Last Night with the Devil.
Or Late Night with the Devil, right?
I mean, I'm sorry, Late Night with the Devil. Sorry, thank you.
Yeah, that movie. I remember seeing the trailers for that movie, and then seeing some reviews for that movie, and I was like, all right, this sounds right up my alley. I went to watch that movie. I was on edge like the whole time. Like this
Me too. Right. You were.
And then,
right.
And then no spoilers, but when this movie's coming to its conclusion, bonkers.
Yeah,
fucking crazy. It's wild. Oh my god. But I love a movie, again, no spoilers, but I love a movie that does what it did, where it does this thing, and then, the way that it's all plays out. I love a movie that does that, because I was like literally thinking about that movie for like a week after. Like,
yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, it was a trip. That was a good one.
Yeah, they did. What's yours?
All right, so my next one, this is a gem for sure. It's a movie that y'all have heard of. I'm certain of it. It was huge when it came out. True Lies. All right, we're talking about
hell yeah,
James Cameron, True Lies.
Yo,
again,
yes,
I'm on my old school right now, because some of these old school movies are just like, they're so classic, they're tangible, they're not made on a volume, real locations. I mean, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, undercover spy, if you will. Jamie Lee Curtis is his wife. She don't know no better. You dig? He's got a daughter. Tom Arnold is in this thing, being silly and goofy. You got the late great Bill Paxton in this thing. It's an action bonanza. It opens up with him, James Bond style. He's running from dogs, sliding down on the snow, bashes them in the head. You know what I'm saying? He's flying a Harrier jet at some point in time in the movie, flying into Miami or wherever like this. Right. The bad guy's on the missile. He says, "You're fired." Blows. Oh my! It's so fun. It is so amazing. It is so amazing. But the great thing about it is, you look at a movie that has like this type of action shot back in the early 90s, and then you look at a movie like Fast and the Furious and those types of films shot today, and they're like over the top, ridiculous, you can't believe them. James Cameron makes you believe everything that's jumping off in this movie.
I agree.
Makes you believe that. And because you believe it, you are that much more invested, and it's just like Arnold at the height of his powers. It's amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Everything you see in there, man, was all practical, man. And those Harrier jets were real Harrier jets. You know what I mean? Yeah, those are real bad boys. So it was awesome, man. And it's just that, like you said too, that's a really good point. James Cameron makes you feel this can happen. This is real. You know what I mean? Even now, that's his talent. Like, I guess we can really do that, right? Like, no, you really can't. But he makes you feel, yeah, I can do this. Yeah. No, that's definitely a classic. Definitely, I love that movie. My last and third one is going to be, all right, let me set this up for a minute. I didn't see any advertising for this. I just happened to come across it one day, just online. And I was like, well, I like this actor. What's going on? Just happened to see it. Yo, I put this on, blew me away. And this movie is A Cabin in the Woods, starring Chris Hemsworth. Did not know anything about this. It looked like it was going to be like another like Friday the 13th, young people coming to a cabin and shit goes wrong. You know what I mean? But what happens with this is crazy. Like, so original. It was so original. And I'm like, yo, I love this shit. I'm a screenwriter myself and I'm a filmmaker. I did not even think of ever coming up with an idea like this. That was good. So, real quick about the movie, without giving anything away, like I was mentioning, some guys, they got together, friends, whatever, and they just rent this place in the woods, a cabin, getting away for the weekend, and you figure like things start happening. Like, you can start, weird things start happening. Creatures start coming around. But when you see what's behind these creatures and what's going on, yo, I was like, what the fuck is this? And you just want to know more, and you look at it, and there were scenes that's supposed to be a little bit funny, Like there's things in the background you say, oh, it's a little bit funny. But when you look at it deeper, that's just not funny. That's just scary. Cats are like doing like what? Why are they doing? Like what's going on? So without giving it away, it's just nuts, But yeah, the Cabin in the Woods, starring Chris Hemsworth in the beginning stages, right after Thor, I think it was. Really, really good movie. Check that shit out. Bonkers,
yeah, so much fun. Yeah,
bonkers.
Definitely not a disappointment.
Yeah.
All right, so my third one. Now I hear that they're gonna do a American remake of this, and I'm of the sense of like, don't do it because you're not gonna do it. I can't see them doing it justice. But it's Raid 2. Now, if you haven't seen Raid Redemption, it's a two-parter, right? So there's Raid Redemption, which is dope in its own right, but obviously, it was very good. It was very well received. So, of course, they got a little bit more paper in Raid 2. So, Raid 2 is like just a beautiful looking film, and the action is stepped up to like level 20. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's level 20. There's a lot of movies, I feel probably, because I think Raid 2 came out, 2014? So after that, we're starting to see the John Wicks and these other movies where they're really pulling back, showing you the whole action, the blood along with the martial arts, right? Because you have to imagine, if you're getting kicked in the face and punched in the face 30 times, bah, 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 all that type of stuff, you're going to bleed a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't really show that. They didn't really show that in the movies. It's super clean and crisp. Here, it's graphic as hell, right? But the story is dope too. It's a crime drama, you know what I mean? Guy goes undercover. He's going to be undercover longer than he expects. He's got a family waiting for him. He don't want them to get attacked. And the crime mob that he's trying to get, they're super ruthless. And so every second he's watching his back. You never know what's really going to happen. Cops are getting taken out left and right. And then it ends with the best kitchen fight scene I've ever seen in my entire life.
Get out.
Come at me. Show me what clips you want to show me. You are not going to show me an action scene in a kitchen, a fight this dope.
Really? Phenomenal. Okay, I have to see it. And you know what? I never seen Raid 2, so now I have to see it.
Have you seen Raid Redemption?
Just explaining. No, I didn't see the first one. No, I just heard about it, never seen any of them, so I don't have to watch one. Should I watch the first one to really appreciate the second one? Yeah?
You could just go into the second one, but watch the first one.
Okay.
Watch the first one because you get the main character at the end of the second movie. There's a scene and he says something to the person he's talking to, and if you watch the first one into the second one, you feel his exhaustion. You feel what he's going through, and it just hits that much harder. It's so good.
Okay, because I hear nothing but great reviews on this. I'm like, I never had a chance to see Raid. So, now I have to see it. Okay.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
All right. Nice fire, yo. For real. All right. So that's our three, man. That's our three. So, all right. To recap. So I have Brightburn, Last Night with the Devil, and The Cabin in the Woods. Yep. Jay, he has Cliffhanger, True Lies, and Raid 2. So, what is your three? What is your three you say most people don't know about? Maybe it's something that people don't talk enough about today. Did you say you must see? It's always, I have to see this. It's definitely a banger. You know what I mean? So, what's your big three? So, yeah. So it's that's fun. All right, everyone. We see you guys in our next edition. All right. Okay. Peace.
Holla.